Okay, hello guys, and welcome again to our Facebook Live. My name is Gabriel. I'm working from Avantune, and I'm here with Gary.
Hello.
I-10. Today it's 10. So first of all, welcome. This is our second time doing a Facebook Live. And what we're doing today, we're launching a new product, and the reason I actually have here Gary with me, who's the director for product development, is to share actually the journey in which we went through in order to get to where we are. And as you could see, and some of you have seen our teasers on LinkedIn and Facebook, 1 + 1 = 10, it's because we took an older product of ours, combined it with a newer product of ours, and created a completely new and improved version of a product that we believe can help a lot of our clients. So what I would like to do is first ask Gary about his journey, because he started a relatively long time ago here, and he saw the evolution, worked with his team, both here and in Europe, to actually bring the product that we have today to its stage. So,
sure.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So the old solution, which is Facsys, digital network-based faxing, which is basically you send and receive fax. And then we have the new solution, which is a digital asset management system, which include collaboration and teamwork, where when you have documents, you can really share information, regardless of you're internal to the organization or external to the organization. It's very easy to share. So now we have modularized this so that the fax and the digital asset management system is one product, and then our customers, the existing customers, or people trying to look into buy our new solution, they can actually pick and plug in easily.
So some of the people that are probably listening are hearing that we're saying fax. They're like, who is using fax? And one of the amazing things is that the number of clients that we have today, we have hundreds of clients here in North America, 10,000s of installations, and I recently heard the statistics that it's 2.7 million pages a month are being used and transferred using our fax solution. So, large organizations from banks, insurance companies, healthcare-related law firms are all in the need to use that technology. And what we've done is actually taking over the years to be more kind of current. And with the new solution, that was initially, as you said, digital asset management, trying to combine both in order to bring it to the next level even further. So I think one is for maybe for people to better understand what we're trying to do with merging or marrying those two solutions together, and why is it 1 + 1 = 10? I think people that are listening for the first time, they don't know that we're trying to be, as our tagline, innovation without complexity. We're trying to actually look at the different solutions out there, the different needs that the market has, and actually bring them together. So what do we have today that we didn't have before? Can you just elaborate on that and just talk about the modules that you indicated yesterday?
Sure. Like I said previously, what we have with Facsys today is pretty much send and receive fax, digital format still, but having the module that we're talking about, collaboration and with the workflow, what we're doing is they're all fully integrated. And when you have a document, you want to process this, you want to share this, probably you want to have a flow in which different entities and different users will authorize and understand this, move to the next level, so it's no manual process. So having this module, you only receiving the fax in our new Facsys solution, which is Facsys 10. You also able to actually, without making a copy of it, looking at your Outlook, everything in one place right now. You can easily give permission to other users, could be external or internal, and also you can make sure that this document is viewed by someone is authorized to view, and also you can make sure that it goes through a process in which is determined by the actual author to make sure that this document is going to the right place and went through a process in which is determined by the author, which they can use our workflow engine to actually automate all of the things.
Interesting. So what I understand, again, if we're trying to recap that kind of capabilities, we're looking at everything as documents and digital assets, right? It can be fax, it can be document, it can be picture, it can be video, it can be anything, right? And now we're putting that capabilities of workflow as an engine in which we can funnel any of those assets throughout. We can actually have those assets being shared, so the collaboration portion everybody's looking for. We have the security that, those verticals that I mentioned, like healthcare, law firms, manufacturing, insurance companies, banks, all require, and that's why they're using that. So we keep that for that kind of customer base. And we took it to the next level as well because we have some mobile capabilities. So everybody can actually use those devices like phones and the tablets and all that to actually access the information, which is something that not necessarily before. Now, we talked about the fact that we have existing client base. So for them, as you mentioned, they can actually go to the next level, and from Fax, they can actually add other digital assets. And we have just recently, I think we talked about a few examples and talked with a few customers that want to digitize, right, some of their existing forms and paper-based documents into the same repository, right? So maybe we can talk about this module as well.
Sure. So in terms of having, paper-based, or you have something already saved in a digital format, now it's probably sitting in your network folder, and you don't know who's doing what. You don't know who's opening it, who's deleting, and all that stuff. So having all of those things in our system, you actually making sure only the people permitted to use and open, download, view this digital document is able to do. We have audit trail, and it's web-based. Is like you said, is very secure. And also the backend at rest is also at the database level is secure. So it's not like you can take a copy of it and you can view it. You have to use our solution to actually view the document, even if it's in the database. It's not that simple as copy and view the document.
And we offer them also as a module to help them turn these paper-based into digital by what we call the ScanStation Pro, right? So that's another sub-module
yes.
that can actually, go ahead.
Yeah. So, like I said, you have, paper-based, or you have already saved digital format documents. So we have a module which is pretty much, you configure the parameters and the flow, and you just start the process. It's automatically push everything to
using OCR, OMR, barcode reading capabilities.
Yes. And then it captures the metadata, and then it put in the proper field.
And it becomes searchable, right? So it's another document, and it's in one location.
Yes.
So we have existing customers that we can actually take to the next level, but we're also addressing new customers, right? We want to actually say, hey guys, and that's one of the things we actually figure out now. We're talking to different law firms here in the GTA, as one example, and they're coming and asking, so do you have any collaboration tool? Yes, we do. Yeah, but we need also to be very secure because we're using Fax. We said, oh, actually it's one solution. So instead of now going to two separate vendors, we're offering them this one Facsys 10 type of solution that can actually handle everything for them. So they don't need to, and again, it's seamless, which is, I think, very, very important for them to use.
I think I know which customer you're talking about. They also asked about how easy to share, once we determine this document that I want to give access to the actual external users.
Right.
And we talked about how easy it is to just 2 clicks and they get the automatic login details, and also they have access, and you can look at the audit trail as to what happened to the document. Again, same document, you don't have another copy of it.
Nice.
So you're talking about single version.
Single source of proof, right? Excellent. So what I would like to actually, let's try to recap that and maybe address some of the questions that some people may have here, and we can see whether they start to post them shortly. I want to summarize again to say, one is we're approaching actually both our existing client base that very happy with our existing solution, but they want to expand to even further.
25 years plus history.
Correct. So we have a good kind of reliable kind of source to be depending on to go to the next level, but also address the new customers that may look for a certain solution and may want to add other modules for their capabilities, like the workflow you mentioned, the scanning capabilities, the secured way, the possibility to actually have mobile devices to do all the collaboration and teamwork. So I think from that perspective, we're very happy. And again, starting tomorrow, it's going to be available for everyone. So we encourage you, either call us or you can go to genialcloud.com, which is our website, and you can actually try it yourself in order to see and enjoy all the features that we have. I think we have a few questions here. Let's see here. So one question comes from James, I see, and he's asking whether whether our solution can be integrated with Office 365.
Yes, our solution is fully compatible with Microsoft Office. It is, if you're working on Excel file or a Word document, you don't have to leave the actual Microsoft Office to edit document, create document, publish, search for it. Those kind of things are part of our Office.
I think this is so important because many people, when they introduce some new technology to the organization, people don't like change, right? And the fact that they have something that is not interrupting in their flow, very, very key. So the integration with Office 365, that's an excellent question, James, thank you, is definitely there. There is another question from Jeffrey, I see here. So Jeffrey is asking, what is the best way to install? Maybe it's probably more about getting access to the system. So we have actually two options.
Two options. So we have on-prem.
That's the installment.
Installment, and also we have the cloud version. Our Genialcloud, where you could pick the module, and you can get access to the solution instantly. So there's no time in which you go through, kind of preparing for installation. Everything is done automatically. It takes a matter of a minute or less.
Great.
To get access to it.
Now we also offer, and again, because we are dealing with those specific verticals that are sometimes want to start on-prem, we have the ability to help them start on-prem and then move seamlessly with a very clear migration that we have put together as a package to migrate them safely and securely into the cloud, depending again on which cloud provider they prefer. So we can do all of them. If it's Azure, Amazon, Google, and so on. But I think the migration to know that you can start one way and then move and it will not change anything is giving some kind of level of comfort that is.
Yeah, I mean, our existing customers are definitely looking at our cloud solution. We can help them, take their existing data and move to the cloud, and for the users is seamless.
Excellent. Okay, do we have any other questions? I think that's about it. So thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. Again, tomorrow it's going to be available for all of you to use, and we encourage you either to contact us. We'll be more than happy to chat and see what are your needs and accommodate based on our Facsys capabilities to find the right solution. So thank you so much, and see you again soon.